Hi, Sandy here. I'm a scrapbooker. This is where I keep all of my stickers and scraps of scrapbook paper and embellishments for my themes, like holidays and birthdays and pet books, things like that, vacations. So we'll go around here a little bit. This is my Halloween, Fall, Thanksgiving book. And I've just gone through the Halloween section, and I only do 8.5 by 11 pages. I've been caught up for a few years, and I spent a lot of that time since then making a lot of tags and borders to decorate my scrapbook pages. And I make pretty much instant pages. Just lay out your photos, put on a tag or border to fill in the blank space, and boom, I got a page. And that's kind of my new way of doing things for the last few years. So here's some of my borders, my vertical borders, and I can just flip through and find one quickly. And then, this is kind of recent, I have a lot of scraps that are going horizontally, and I used to just use them and have them go vertical, but I've stopped doing that. And so now I've been making some horizontal borders, and then I add a little decoration to them. These are with my scraps. You know, I buy a lot of 12 by 12 paper pads, and I trim the paper down to 8.5 by 11. So I end up with a lot of strips of paper, and I don't like to waste any things. So here's more. I made a lot of them. The vertical. And then here's some of my tags. I like to make them really cluttered. Here's some tags for Halloween. At one point I made some baseball size so that I can put them in baseball card holders. But I really prefer them to be like 3 by 5. That's my favorite size. So I usually make them that size. So I've gone through, and now I'm just down to my embellishments. I thin them out, and I cut out all of my stickers off the sticker pages, and I get a lot of cut apart pages, like this was on a cut apart. And I just use a little dab of glue on the back and stick them on the page so I can flip through and see everything that I have. And now I've got this all organized because I've been through and I've created, and this is what I have left. And then I've got a couple of pre-made pages. So this is what I'm going to do with the Thanksgiving stuff now. Fall and Thanksgiving I put in the same section. So I've got a lot of words, and I'm going to glue those onto the pages so I can see at a glance and decorate my tags and borders and stuff. So I've got a lot of leaf theme stuff, stickers. These are some embellishments and stuff that I can decorate my tags and borders with. These are some photo mats, things I can decorate. Then I make a lot of these tags. I do it myself. I just have a scrap of paper that I've made a base for. I cut the straight edges with my paper trimmer, and then I use my stencil that I made and just snip the corners. And I've got a stack of scraps here that go vertical, and I'll be making a few vertical borders with those. And then over here I've got tons of horizontal borders, and I've bought some pages of cut apart borders in the past, so I'm going to use those up. And this is what I'm working on here, and so I've got these ready to decorate. So that's what I'm working on. And then when I cut those down, I end up with a lot of these shorter strips, and then I glue those onto a border. This is scraps or tags. I do this all the time. I use my scraps, and I just decorate a blank tag. I use cereal boxes, all kinds of stuff to make what I call raw tags. And this one is a blank tag ready to decorate. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to videotape everything, but I'm going to just catch you up as I go along. And I'll do a little bit of things on camera, but I'll see you soon. Okay, I've made some progress. I've gotten all of my words glued onto this piece of paper so I can see them at a glance. I made, I don't know, I think 16 of these horizontal borders. I've got about, I don't know, a dozen of these vertical borders. I've got, I think 16 of these tags. I've got some stuff on a paper to decorate the stuff with. I've got these words. I've got a lot of leaves. I'm going to try to use up a lot of them. Lots of leaves. Okay, and then I have a lot of this kind of stuff, and I was going to glue it on a piece of paper, but I'm going to lay out some tags and borders on my table and start throwing stuff on it, and I'm going to be going through this pretty quickly, I think, so I don't need to glue that on. I've got it spread out and I can see everything, so I'm making progress. I'm going to work on that now, and then I'll be back soon and we'll glue together some tags and borders. Alright, I'm going to work on some of my horizontal borders. I got them all stacked up here. This one says fall. Then I've got this that says leaves are falling, autumn is calling. I think it might look, I don't know. We'll get it on there. I just want to use up a lot of this stuff. I had so much scraps, and I used them all up making tags and borders and bases, and I'm gonna have several left over. Now that looks good right there. So that one is done. This one, I've had this for quite a while, and I just thought I would put it on here, and then if I want to write something about Thanksgiving Day or fall, I can just write it right on there. That's ready to go. And then I've got this. And I've had this for a while. I created it a while back. I had this. This was actually a frame off of a pre-made scrapbook page. A couple of times, years ago, I've bought 12 by 12 books of ready-made scrapbook pages. And I have customized them down to fit 8.5 by 11. And this was a photo frame on a fall sheet of paper. And then I glued this on. It says give thanks on leaves. And then I've got this little thing that's got a little leaf on it. And I just glued this together, and I haven't used it. It's blah. So I'm going to glue it on here, and then for a fall page or Thanksgiving, I just write in the year. Boom, it's done. And honestly, we don't take very many Thanksgiving pictures. But when they do come up, I am ready. Alright, this one, I don't think this one needs a thing. Unless I have something that says cold. No. I have cool nights and sweater weather. Chilly days. I wonder how that would look. Okay, chilly day. Well, I want that in the middle because I got green here. Yeah, I'm going to use them. Oh, maybe. Actually, maybe I'll use them on this one, because this one needs something. This one looks pretty good with the trees on it. I think that one's done. I'm going to add them to this one, because this one needs something. Sweater weather. Chilly days. Cool nights. And I am going to use up a few leaves. I really need to. So, I just saw some matching leaves. So well. I've gone through, I take all of my stickers off of sticker pages. And I tried this, I got it from a YouTube video, putting them on wax paper, and I liked it because usually I cut these things out and there's a little border around them. I leave the backing on, then I glue that onto the papers. And when you take them off the sticker page and put them on the wax paper, then you can get a lot more on the page, but it's just not really working out for me. They're hard to get off the page, and I am always rearranging my stuff, moving it around on these pages like this. Just a speck of glue on the back, and this doesn't do anything for me. See, I'm using things up. I've had a lot of these leaves for years and years, and I just really need to get them used up. Okay, there. That's all I need. Now this is for Thanksgiving and fall, autumn. I think this one doesn't really need anything. That glitter just kind of brings it to life, and I got the pumpkins. I don't think that needs anything. I think this one does. I've got these leaves across this bottom row. Yes, use them up. Oh, I tore off my little stem. I am not at all picky though. I just stick it on there anyway. There we go. Try not to lose another stem. What I don't like is that these are slightly sheer and I can see the pattern, but it's not real obvious, you know, the pattern coming through them, but I can live with it. Okay. This one. What the heck? Line them up like little soldiers. I'll put in this orange one. And I tore off another stem, but we'll survive. See, I just love using this stuff up because it'll just sit for years and years. And if I put together something like this, it gets used. And for some reason, this stem is not sticking very well. So put a little dab of glue on it. There we go. Okay, and then I've got this, and this is another thing that I made from those pre-made scrapbook pages with the frame. You know, I don't do the pre-made because, especially with odd sizes, because you never know what size pictures you're going to need, and I don't like to make them in advance. I do love making the borders in advance because I make them kind of generic, and I've learned that you don't have to perfectly fit your words to get with what's in the pictures. Just want a kind of general feeling of autumn or Thanksgiving, like I've got all these words, and I might make a border with all the food: squash, corn, roll, turkey, pumpkin pie, all that. But then, and cranberry, we don't eat cranberry, but just, the general idea. So that'll use up the stickers, and it doesn't have to be a perfect literal fit. And that's all this needs. That's done. And then I've got this. This was on probably, well, it was from scrapbook paper. Probably graphic 45, maybe. I think what probably was. Okay. Then I cut 3 of these out of a catalog that say different things. This one says blessed, and I'm going to put that on here. I did kind of pre-plan these a little bit. Okay. And I've got this that says November. I hope you can't hear the TV. My husband is watching TV. It's kind of loud. So like I said in my previous video, these horizontal borders are kind of a new thing for me, and I've been just going crazy with them because I used to just use them like this, even though the print's going the wrong direction, and longer, 11 inches long. But a lot of times, I'll grab a piece of paper. A lot of times, I'll have 2 photos upright, and then a lot of dead space down here, and bam, page is done. Right in the year. There you go. This is why I love doing this. So that's what I do with those. And you can put them at the top of the page or the bottom, or if you got small photos, you can put the photos in the middle. Put one on top and one on bottom. Okay. This one says thankful. It's a squirrel. I think my husband's watching Dancing with the Stars. Then we've got this one says welcome. Yeah, I cut this out of a catalog. See here? I don't worry a lot about acid-free, but you do what you think you need to do if that's important to you. And maybe it should be important to me, but it's really not. Okay. And then another one of those picture frames. I used the printer on the outside. And then I had this I cut out of a catalog. I think it was something you can hang on your wall. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. So that's definitely for Thanksgiving. And I don't know what inspires me. Put some on this side and some on that side. So we're going through this pretty quickly. Okay, I've got this. Maybe I'll add a few small leaves. Just kind of seeing what I have. I don't think I want to add any words. Oh wow, I've got a ton of these. Absolutely use these up. Use lots of them. What the heck. Oh good, and there's purple, so I can use that color too. Red. Blue. Yes, using up these leaves. Get me excited. Another purple. Kind of. I'm not gonna get them all on there, but hey. One more. I'm using them up, yes. Okay. That's done. That is done. Okay, now I've got Thanksgiving Day. I don't know if these need anything. Or if I've even got anything that I can put on there. Let's, okay. I've got this. I wonder if that'll look good on there. Yes, maybe so. I've got this little word that says bundle of blessings. I'm not going to have much left by the time I decorate my tags and borders. That's okay. Okay. I'm not real sure about this. I was thinking I'm going to put it on a piece of, see, this is out of a magazine and it's real thin. Put it on a piece of paper and cut it out like this with a border around it. These die cuts with nothing on them, they just don't really inspire me much. But how about I put this on here? Count your blessings. Done. It's unless I add a leaf. I've got this. I'm gonna put this on there across the tail. I don't know. What do you think? No, that's really not doing it for me. Maybe that's all it needs. Yeah, I don't want to go any further. Okay. This. I have this that says thanks. The gray is not doing it for me. Okay. Let's go with Happy Harvest. Now, we don't farm. We're never going to have a harvest, but it's autumn. That's the theme. You know, this is exactly what I was just talking about, that things don't have to perfectly fit your page. It's an autumn theme, and that's what you got. I got leaves. I don't think I need to add any leaves. No. That's that. Okay, now I've got all of these decorated. That went well. That went very well. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... I wonder if I got a word I can put on here. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to cut around this too. I chose this. I was kind of pre-planning this a little bit. I chose this background paper orange. I was kind of trying out some browns, but I thought that was pretty boring. So some of these magazine sheets, they're very, very thin, and when you glue them on, they get pretty thin, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Words. I've got harvest. Because what else am I going to do with that? Put that on there. Oh, I've got this one. Wishing you a bountiful harvest. Yeah. Okay. So I'll get this all glued up. So these, instead of a tag, I'll put, you know, it's just a large embellishment for a page. I wonder if I can get these all three across this way. I think I can. Then I can have a strip of usable paper. Like I need more strips. Okay. Of course I got it. Oh no. Okay, I tried. So sometimes just gluing with a little contrasting edge will really kind of bring things to life and give you a good large embellishment. Okay, so for this one I'm going to use my paper trimmer. Didn't think I'd be needing it for this, but that's not a problem. See, was off the page, out of camera range. There, see, that kind of brought that to life. I need my scissors. I think they're here somewhere. Maybe not. Okay. So I'm going to cut around this. It's kind of like easy fussy cutting. Just leave our orange margin around it. There. That looks nice. Okay, I've still got this. I keep getting out of camera range. Got a little bit too close by his hat there, but nobody will notice. Like I say, I am not at all fussy. So after I do this, I'm going to do Christmas. Now last year before Christmas I did a whole lot of stuff, and I thought, oh, I'm never going to need anything, and I don't really need anything. But I did use quite a few of them for my Christmas pages, and so I got a lot of empty spaces in there, so I'm going to get that tidied up and organized, and I do have a few new things, and I'm going to get those glued onto pages, because I just dropped them into the page protector pockets in my binder where I keep this stuff. Okay, coming along nicely. We're using up this stuff, and I've got this too. Isn't that nice? This was a kit, and I glued it all together, and that's really not my thing. I don't have much patience for that. But see, this is how I glue them on, and then I rearrange stuff all the time. So I have a few large embellishments that I'm going to put on a page. And when I'm all done, I'll show you my binder and everything all organized in there. So let me grab a couple of things. I'm going to get a couple of borders that I've kind of started. And couple of tags. Okay. This one, I'm going to need my punch for the tags. This is a photo my brother took of a turkey, and he wanted it in his scrapbook, and I said, no, let's save it until we have something for Halloween or for Thanksgiving, and we'll put it on your page. Maybe I'll create something with it. So here's what I'm going to do. Got this orange paper out, so I'm going to glue that on here. And then cut around it. I'm not a perfectionist. I did use a stencil to draw this circle on the picture and cut it out. It's a little bit crooked. I don't care. Okay, so what else can I add to this? Oh, I've got another one of those. I got this circle that says "Give Thanks" as pumpkins. I'm going to put that here. Oh. And these are little tiny scraps of paper. And this is my thing with my tags and borders. If you watch my videos, you know this. So I always this is just my thing. I like to add 3 little scraps of paper. I like to save everything. So I'm going to put those on there, and I like a lot of clutter on here. I think after I get this glued down, I'm going to choose a leaf to add. And you won't be able to see the background. This is my tag I made with the scraps. You probably won't be able to see much of that. And that's okay. That's okay. The important thing is I used up my scraps. I'm going to get this on here first because I want the... There. Okay, now we're going to glue the turkey. And then this. A friend of mine gave me these. There was a sheet with several of these on here. And I used my fancy scissors and cut them out for with a fancy edge. Okay, I need a leaf. What else do I have? I think I'm going to run out of stuff, and that's amazing. Ugh. Okay, then I've got this. Put that on there. And that's my style. I like things cluttery. Okay. And this will go on one of my brother's pages. Okay, then I've got another tag base. I've got this little scrap with a turkey on it, and then I've got this embellishment that I made. I just don't use much embellishments, but bam, it's got a home now. So then I'll add my little scraps and keep okay. I have had these stickers for 20 years maybe. I'm going to use them, so help me. And sooner or later, I've used a lot of them. I don't even know where they came from, honestly. I think I need to round the corners on this guy. This is one of my favorite tools. All right. That's done. Now I got this one, and I cut this out of a catalog. This is a scrap of paper. Just going to use it on here. And I'll round the corners. I could put it like this. No, because it's kind of repeating that striped pattern. But want to stand out. And then I'll just grab 3 little pieces of paper and glue them on the edge. Boy, I'm hearing the wind whistling. Alright. And I have these large leaves. I am going to use them. So help me. And I don't know why, but I always, pretty much always, have a straight edge along here. Again, I'll show you how these work. And I almost always put them on this side of the page. That's just my thing. Sometimes if I make a 2-page layout, I will custom make a second one to go over here. But this is how I usually do it. Just my thing. And then sometimes I'll have 3 photos here and 4x6 photos. I have to trim them usually to get the 3 on here, but that's really not a problem. I've done that a lot. Or sometimes I'll have 2 upright photos here, and then sometimes I'll add just a little strip, a coordinating strip along here to fill in the space. Or sometimes I'll just have 2 photos, and then I usually mat those to fill in some space. And sometimes I'll put a word or something here between the 2 photos if there's, you know, or not always, but sometimes just to fill in the space. So that's how these work. Okay, and I guess I'll show you while I've got the tags. I often use 3 photos on a page, 1, 2, 3, and then put that there in any corner, whatever mood strikes me. Oh, and I just remembered, I have. Have all of these. I think when I get done, I'll go back and add some of these leaves. Ooh, fall. That's kind of nice. I could make a tag with that. Yeah. Okay. So back to my border. I gotta glue my jar on there. Now, if this was larger, I do have something larger I'm going to put on another somewhere else, and I will glue it onto something heavier if it's going to hang off the page like this. And sometimes I do that. But if it's real thin like this, I don't want it hanging off of there. And I keep these in the page protectors until I'm ready to use them. And then when I make the scrapbook page, I put them in a page protector in my scrapbook. But, what do you think about that? But when they're really flimsy like that, I will go make a little extra effort to protect them. Gosh, I just don't know. exactly where I want to put this. Right there. This was, I believe, it's pretty thin, like out of a magazine page. But whatever it was, I put it on this piece of background paper and cut it with my fancy scissors. Then I've got these teeny tiny little tags. And a while back I went through and I just made some little teeny tags. Because I hate to waste anything. So I think that might be about enough on there. Okay, we'll do one more and then I'm going to do the rest off camera. It's just some stuff I came up with. Gonna start by hanging stuff off the edge. Yeah, that's my little quirk. Okay, now I got this that says grateful. And then I've got this. It's a tiny little piece of scrap. Actually, it's from the front of a paper pad cover. And I do this. They have little sample pieces on the front and I cut them out and I use them. Here's a little pumpkin patch, nice and colorful. When I make my borders, I usually have a subject down here and then a little bit of a subject up here, and then I fill in the space. So let's see. Still got a lot of leaves. Oh boy, there's a big cluster of leaves. I'm going to use that. There we go. And what else can I use? Got the word grateful on there. Gotta use this. It says just thankful. I got plenty of leaves. Well, here's another. It says November. Another tiny little tag.
You saw some.
What show?
Doctor.
The Good Doctor? Oh, I have to go. My show, The Good Doctor, is on. So that's basically done, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Alright, we're coming along. I've got 7 borders made and 5 tags made, and pretty soon I'm going to go through and show you each one. So I'm proceeding along. I've condensed looks like I've condensed like at least 3 pages of wax, the stickers on wax paper down to 1, and I've condensed the rest of these down to 2. I had 6 or 7 pages of stuff. I'm coming along. Plus I have several things like like this scattered over here that are going to be subjects for tags and borders. But it's coming along. And I had 2 packages of these leaves, acorns, things like that. I've been using glue dots and using up some of those. I have this little packet of sequin leaves, and I should probably dump those out and use some of those. I don't know. But we're making progress. We're getting our pile down some. So I've gathered up this. This is from a kit I bought. Well, I didn't buy it. I got it at a thrift shop or somewhere. But I put it together and made this. So I've got that, and that's going to be an embellishment of itself. So I'm not going to make a tag out of it or anything. But this was on the packaging. I don't like to waste anything. So we're going to work on this tag. I wanted to use this, but the ones I made with the Thanksgiving scraps were too busy, I think. So I found this scrap, just basic brown, with some scraps of paper. So we're gonna put this together. And all these little bits, I'm almost out of them. I had to pull some more brown and orange out of my container where I keep all my little scraps. So that's good. Got so many leaves. I'm using them up. It's Friday. I got off work 3 hours early today because my afternoons are slow and sometimes I leave early, but I was just itching to play with my scrap with this Thanksgiving stuff and get it wrapped up. So I came home early, and what I did was I took a 3-hour nap. So now it's like 9 o'clock at night and I'm finally getting back to it. So this sticker says autumn. And this sticker says leaves. They probably came from different kits, wherever I got them. But I'm putting them together. That's a foam sticker there. Okay. So punch that. There we go. Another sticker done. Another tag done. Okay, I've got this. I actually went on Pinterest and I printed out several things for Christmas and one Halloween thing and a few Thanksgiving things. This I've had off of a pre-made scrapbook page that I cut out. It's a picture frame that I will never use. So I'm going to use it now, but not for a picture. I'm just starting to glue this together and I haven't even got it planned out. This board is a mess. There, I used that. Okay. I'm just going to grab some scraps and glue them on the edge the way I like to do. Oh, not that one. That's the same print. Let's see now. I've got these leaves. I need to use up these leaves. This one. I'm going to put that up there. And to be perfectly honest with you, I kind of go for the obvious. I don't have a lot of imagination, I don't think. I do the same things all the time, and I'm happy with that. I have no problem with that. And I've got this sticker. It says pumpkin. I'm going to put that on there. That'll look nice. That was on the wax paper. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Now I need more stuff. I'm running out of stuff. Okay, just fill it in with little things. Maybe add some more leaves. Because, gosh, I got a lot of them. I've got this. Is that too wide? No, I'll make it work. I've got this cornucopia thing. Get that used up. I'll put it here. Yeah. And it's hanging off this side. Can't have that. So we'll trim it. Pull that little bit away. Okay. What else? What else? And it blends in pretty good. You can barely see it, but I don't care. I got all these little leaves. I'm just going to stick them on here. Oh, okay. That's about enough of that. Then, any words I can put on there? Pumpkin, pilgrims, a season of gratitude, be thankful. I'm gonna go with Harvest Moon because why not? And I'll add one of these, like I said. I've been going for the bigger ones. Don't know why really, but I just am. Okay, that's another one done. I think I'll do another tag. And then I'm going to wrap this up on and show you everything I've got done. Let's see. Cat. My cat is walking on my table where I've got all this stuff spread out. Okay, there's a Halloween base. This says, thankful, so many blessings, give thanks. And I could peel it apart and use it for different things, but I'm going to use this up. I can punch out these holes. I think I have an awl in here. Maybe not. It's got some tiny little holes. There it is. There it is. I got a little awl. Okay, it's got all these little holes. I want to punch those out. Cat. My cat's after a rubber band. Gonna knock everything off my table. Silly boy. Take that rubber band to the floor, guy. I'm gonna toss it on the floor. You can play with it on the floor. There it is. Go get it. Go. Go. He didn't knock anything off the table. That's good. This one, don't want to get out of there. Okay. I'm going to glue some little things on here. I think I had that upside down. I'm probably gluing off camera, I don't know. Alright. So many blessings. Oh. I've had some of these stickers for a very long time. They're getting discolored even. But that's okay. We put distress ink on stuff to age things. This is naturally aged. I mean, this is probably from the early 80s. I've had just never used them before I ever started scrapbooking or anything. Okay. Let's see. See all these leaves? I need to... I've got a pumpkin. I'll use that. And I guess I'll use a couple little leaves just because I just want to use stuff up. That's an acorn. Alright, that's done. I've got these two tags that I made out of scraps, and I'm going to just glue these leaves on them, and then I'm probably not ever going to use them like that. I would probably even today, I would probably put them on a border, decorate a border with them. Yeah, they got some apples on them, and I have a basket of apples and some other apples, and I got the word harvest, and I got the word apple. Oh yeah, something's going on in my brain here. Yeah, okay. So there's some little tags. Okay. Then I've got this kind of set up. This is something October. I'll probably need to, but fall. It's autumn. And it's got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm never going to use that. But I will, because I'm going to make it into a sort of a tag. I better grab some things to hang off the edge. That's my style. Okay, so got my little pumpkin glued up. Put that there. Then I've got this sticker. It's just basically a print cut, die cut it to a shape. Put that right there. I'm going to put a leaf on there. Hopefully one that's not very sheer. Oh. I need a razor blade to peel this sticker off of here. A lot of this stuff I've had for a long time, so I'm getting it used up. And should I put a real leaf on there? I got so much stuff. Yes, I'm going to. And that will do it. No punch. It's a different kind of a tag. Alright, I will see you soon, and I'll show you everything I'm ready to... Alright. Look at all of these borders and tags that I made for Thanksgiving. I'm going to go through and show them to you real quick. You've already seen all of these as I went through and did a little quick decoration on each of them. This I did not use. Oh, that's a Thanksgiving greeting. I didn't do anything with that. I made that. This I made a while back out of a kit. This was a die cut, and I put a background on it and glued it to a piece of off-white paper, so it's kind of background and stands out, and put Count Your Blessings sticker. I made this. This was something you could order out of a catalog, and I glued it onto a piece of orange paper and gave it a little border. It made it more substantial because it was on magazine paper, which is really thin. I made this. This was already in my stash. I made that quite a while back. I made this. I'm not going to keep saying I made this. Little pilgrims. I printed these little chipmunks off of Pinterest. Thankful. These little pilgrims are pilgrims. I have these in about a foot high cutout, those holiday cutouts that you hang up. I've had those for a long time. Autumn, fall, hello fall, so many blessings, autumn leaves. This was from this one that I made with a kit, and I don't throw away anything. That was I cut that out and reused it. This was from a catalog I cut out and put it on background paper and glued on there. Grateful, thankful, blessed. Cozy sweater. Give thanks. Give thanks. And then the borders. Happy Thanksgiving. Give thanks. Be thankful. Fall traditions. Celebrate the blessings of harvest. Just some pumpkins and stuff. There's always something to be thankful for. Just thankful, grateful, harvest moon. Hello fall, leaf it to me. Give thanks, spice, roll, turkey, bread, pumpkin pie, gobble till you wobble. This one's a little different. This was a scrap I had from a pre-made scrapbook page. It was 12 by 12, and I cut it down to use the 8.5 by 11 part of it. And I just decorated this. It's a little shorter than the others, but it's going to look good on a page. I had these apples and this basket of apples. I try to use those up. It says harvest. Okay, and then this says harvest. Corn, grain, wheat, squash, pumpkin. You got to use those words for something. And Thanksgiving. And then I got my bits down. I had 3 pages of these. I already had 1 page cut up, which I used up on these, and I just cut up another page so that it's ready to go. Anything I want, just pull off the piece I want. I look at this and I'm like, not right now, you know. So I've got this all organized. There's my words. Here's some larger embellishments that can be subjects for tags and borders. And I condensed down all of those stuff on wax paper. I had at least 3 or 4 pages of stuff on wax paper. This is all the words I have left on wax paper. I just glued the piece of paper on there. And then this is on the wax paper. These were stickers that I put on wax paper. I took off their backing, put on. I'm not doing that anymore. Usually I will cut out a sticker with the background still on it and glue them to the page. I don't keep sticker pages. I'm not going to flip through a lot of stickers. I organize stuff. So that's how I do things. That's how I like to organize things. And now I'm going to, and I did have 1 border base left and a few tag bases, and those will be there for next time. I had this little package of sequins, and I had 2 packages of leaves and acorns, little hard things to glue on the glue dots, and I used quite a bit of those. I used over half of those, so I feel good about that. I've got these scraps left. I've got my photo mats, a few. I've got this, thankful, maybe when I actually use that I'll decorate it some more. But if I need to journal on a page, I've got that. I didn't do anything with these. I'm thinking I might put one of these with the Christmas because I'm likely to bake cookies. And this is really pretty. It's not autumn-ish, but it's, well, they're all in the same hand. Oh. But you cook for Thanksgiving and you cook for Christmas, so I'm going to put one of them with the Christmas and one of them with the, I don't know. Maybe well, if I have it in the Christmas and Thanksgiving, I'll be more likely to use it because that's the only place I look. And then I've got this. Here's an embellishment I had. Things I can journal on, and this was just something. I added a few stickers to jazz it up. I added this to this, a little bit of a journaling card. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fast motion and I'm going to glue all these onto pages and put them into my Thanksgiving Halloween book. And my book's going to be pretty fat. Even though I've condensed a lot of the loose pieces down to these, they're going to take up more pages in the book. So I'm going to do fast motion and get my book put together.